Are you a blush girly? I totally am. And I just received a bunch of blushes from Sacheu, and I want to try each shade for you. I picked the 4 that I think are going to work best on my skin tone. We're going to be demoing number 1, called I'm Cute. Number 4, a red, called I'm Flirty. Number 2, I'm Playful, it's peach. And number 6, I'm Bold, which is more of a cherry. I'm going to demo all 4 blushes on my arm right here. And let's just tap them out. Let's just blend it. I wonder which one I'm going to end up liking best. I think they're all going to be pretty in their own ways. I'm going to try to keep the lighting and the outfit consistent. I can't keep the hair consistent, so we're just going to do this over the period of 4 days because these are a cheek stain. As the name says, it says cheek stain. Okay, I'm going to be applying these first to a brush and then to my cheek. You certainly could apply it right to your cheek. It has this little sponge applicator. And you could apply it first to your fingers, but since it's a stain, I think I want to put it directly on a brush and directly on my cheek. I think that this baby pink is one of the most natural cheek flushes I've had in a while, and it is very light. And my skin is pretty light. It's not the most fair skin, but it's light. So, you have to choose colors according to your own skin tone. And I'm just gonna brush my brush on it. I'm gonna put about that much on. Let's go. Let's see. I'm just gonna dot it around. Probably went a little low there. I'm out of control. Okay, let's let that settle down. Already. Pretty. And what's this called? I'm cute. So I meant to say cute. I'm gonna do the other cheek. And I think I'll do just a little bit on my eyelids. And for that, I'm gonna squeeze my brush a little bit flat. I don't want it to be a color on my eyelids. I just want it to be just a slight tint. I'm just going to even that out. I think this cheek got less color. Maybe a little bit up here. Maybe a little bit right here. That's such a pretty color. I've been really surprised by this little baby pink color. Let's take a close look. It blends really nicely. Here's my eyelids. My eyelids might have mascara chunks. I'm not sure. I didn't check closely enough before I pressed record. And now what I'd like to do is measure how does it look after some hours of wear. Suppose I go to work for 5 hours. What does it look like afterwards? I'll let you know. Here's the end of day wear. I think it still looks really good. I really thought this light pink color was going to absolutely disappear, but there it is. Still there. Very nice. Let's see the next color tomorrow. Okay, today we're trying number 4, I'm Flirty. It's a red. So I'm going to be very light-handed with this. I think the only thing different about my makeup than yesterday is that I'm wearing a little bit of winged eyeliner, and I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but let's look at this cheek color. Here we go. I'm going to paint it directly on the brush. Maybe about that much, and dot it on. Okay, I'm gonna have to really blend this. Ooh, it's red. But I have heard that the most natural blush color actually is red, just with a lighter hand. So we'll see. Well, that looks really nice. And we're going to let that settle down as we do the other cheek. Okay, once again, we're going to let that settle down and we're going to do a little touch on the eyelids. I'm going to just flatten the brush a little bit. And once again, we're not looking for color. We're looking for just the slightest little natural tint. That's very pretty. I thought that that would be too much, but it's actually very nice for a very flushed look. Excellent. Well, I liked the red and I liked the light pink. Can I show you who's terrorizing my feet right now? This is Boss. Hello. He's very active. Okay, you didn't get an update on the red because I devolved into a COVID coma for a week, but the red did wear to about 50% of its color by the end of the day, which I say is a win because usually my blush completely disappears halfway through the day. Okay, I'm really excited about today because I have no face color because I've been deathly sick for a week, and we're going to try Peached for a little bit of warming up, and this is color 2. I'm Playful, but I'm calling it Peach. It is peach, come on. All right, again, applying to the blush brush, maybe about that much. Again, a little bit on the eyelid. And maybe a little bit to the hairline, and a little bit on the chest. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. Much warmer. Okay, other side. Oh, that made me look so much more alive. I don't really feel that alive. I don't feel as alive as I look, which is a little magic trick that we use makeup for. I wonder if I should go even more bold with this. I'm thinking I could stand it today. I actually think it'd be really pretty if on top of this I put the baby pink, but we're not doing blending yet. Come on, we just got to try these colors. Blending would be fun. This is very buildable. I would have gone with that very easy natural flush if it was just like a normal day. And I'm going to be out in the world because I'm back to life. So I would like a little more color. Very peachy glow. The lighting in here isn't as great today because it's going to rain, so I hope you can see it. Lovely. Natural. I love it. And it blended really easily. Very smooth. Well, I just got home too late last night to show you that the blush did stay on, but it was about 50% by the end of the day, which I think should be expected. It's actually better performing than usual powder blushes by the end of the day anyhow. And I'm not sure if I mentioned throughout this entire video that I'm starting with the Sacheu Lip Stay-n in Nude, which is color number 1. And I really like this lip stain. You've probably seen me use this before. I like this lip stain because it's very long lasting, and I use it on days where I'm going to be doing a lot of talking or I'm going to be out all morning. It provides a nice base color for me, which is a normal lip color, which I do not have. Today we're trying number 6, I'm Bold, which is kind of a purpley mauve. Kind of magenta actually, huh? Let's give it a little juice. Okay, ooh, this is gonna be bold. Let's try it. Oh, it's pink. It's very pink. And a little on the eye. And a little on the forehead. Okay, settle down now.
This is definitely more of a makeup-y look rather than a natural glow, but I also think it's very pretty and appropriate for those situations where you have a more makeup-y look. And I do think that this would show better in an evening situation because the lighter pink might not show up at a candlelight dinner. I don't know who's going to candlelight dinners. It sounds nice. But I think this is great for a makeup look, day or night. I think that it might be great to have all 4 of these colors, and they're not expensive. All 4 of these colors would be great for different reasons. I loved the peach for just a natural, neutral, warm looking cheek day. I did love that. This was my all over favorite for everyday natural look. The red was pretty for a more vibrant day look, and I actually liked this even better for the night. But both of these would work for a makeup look. And both of these work for a natural look. And they all blended very nicely. Would you like a close-up look before we go? Wow, love it. I think it's still settling down, but this is pretty much where it's gonna sit. And at this price point, I mean, you can afford to have the different colors that you want. Anyhow, I really liked these. Hope you liked this little try on. See you soon.